Hey there, Virgo. Welcome back to Zen in the Void. I am Zen. This is the Void, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my God, if you are new, welcome. I gotta do a little dance for y'all. You know, a little Harlem shake or something. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming and visiting us. If you want to stay, hit the subscribe bell. Turn your post notifications on. Honey, get comfortable. Ain't nobody telling you gotta leave. Never. Unless you're rude, then maybe. If you're returning, thank you for supporting the channel. What's up? Welcome. You already know what it is and what's cracking, what it will be. What's up, y'all? Feeling so amazing. Happy Sunday, happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day it is when you see this video. Happy morning, noon, night, afternoon, evening, whatever, you know, fits. Today we're going to do your reading for your career and your passions. If anyone has any questions about their passions, their career, and whatever they need to do to get there, I thought it would be awesome to do that on Sunday so we can go ahead and get started for our week. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it. I was shuffling and first card out, flew on out, was the Six of Cups in reverse. So let's see here. So there's I want to say there's something emotional happening, a little twisted, obviously in reverse. Something different going on tied to emotions as far as career and passion goes for you, Virgo. This card in reverse is about moving forward, you know, being more independent in life, just leaving home, moving forward to something new and different. So I want to say that a lot of you Virgos could be in this vibe or this, you know, this space where you're just kind of wanting to be more independent. Maybe you're breaking off from family, breaking yourself off from a relationship or a community or a workspace, and that's just so you can kind of get some work done on your own by yourself. You want to be more independent, and that makes sense. You know, sometimes when we're doing you know, we're doing things that I just saw 222, so awesome number. You know, be open to receiving, be receptive during this time. Maybe Spirit wants to guide you on your journey. If you guys are chasing your passion and on your own journey, you know, it could require a lot of, sorry, this bang is getting on my nerves. I know it's distracting, annoying, but anyways, yeah, Spirit probably wants to guide you forward. Doing whatever it is that you want to do is probably, you know, tied to your passion. Maybe no one understands, or maybe people aren't very supportive, or whatever it is that you have to do requires you to travel, move along, and go on your own. You know, take it as resonates. Let's see what else is going on, Virgos, for you guys. Whoa, 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 hold up. Okay, we'll take it. It's in reverse. All of these cards are in reverse. That's so interesting to me. I shuffled the cards really well, so, well, let's just see. Let's see what's going on. So we have the Judgment card here in reverse. Even though you all are wanting to move forward, and this is more past energy that has led you to where you are presently in the present moment, maybe the whole, obviously the whole, like, I don't want to say, but basically the Six of Cups coming out in reverse is setting the tone for the entire reading. So if you left home, or you're planning to leave home and be independent and move forward and do something new for yourself in regards to your career, that may have happened already, or that decision has led you to, I got all kind of malfunctions going on. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I done lost a lot of weight. I have to adjust these straps, like make them super tight. But yeah, so, okay, Virgo. So, you know, you decided to move forward, leave home, be independent, and you did that already. You know, you did that already, and it's crazy because even though you did that, you're moving into this space of lacking self-awareness. Like, for some reason you don't have any self-awareness, or you're just lacking the amount of self-awareness that you should have, or that you usually have, you know. And you have doubt, and you probably are in a space of like self-loathing, just really insecure, just really doubting your ability. So even though you've gone off on your own, you're probably dealing with those the ebb and flow of emotions that are like, you know, 1 minute you're like, I'm good, you know, this is going really well and this is amazing, this is awesome, or I'm so happy to be doing this, I'm so excited, to like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know if I could do this. Like, I low-key hate myself. I don't even know what I'm doing next. Like, so that's probably why Spirit wants to guide you in this space. Like, maybe you kind of just did it on a whim, or you were listening to your intuition, or maybe you felt like that's what you were doing and you wanted to be independent. But Spirit wants you to be aware of yourself. Spend time meditating and going within into your intuition. Listen to that inner voice and figure out what it is that you want to do. Don't doubt, you know, doubting yourself and hating yourself isn't going to help you in your path alone. And you know, when we go off, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never gone through that. I have, but you know, it's natural. I guess I want you guys to know that, like, even though you've gone on this path of independence, you're doing something new, you're going off on your own, it's so natural for you, your emotions to ebb and flow and go from like super confident in what you're doing to like, you know what, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know if I could do this by myself. Everyone feels that way. I felt that way when I first moved to California. Like, I went through a few months where I was extremely confident, but then I ran into certain pitfalls and issues where I was like, you know what, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know, like, I don't know if I can handle this, or like, and it's crazy because like all through that I never gave up. It's almost like it built my strength. So maybe Spirit is just trying to help you build your strength. Maybe you're just operating from a place of fear. I don't want to lead anyone to believe like going off on their own and following their passions is a bad thing, because I don't think that. I don't even feel that in my heart. I just feel like you're probably panicking now and reacting from a place of fear, Virgo. And I know this because next we have the Moon card in reverse. And the Moon card in reverse, that's all about confusion and fear. That's about literally fear, being afraid, being fearful, being confused. So because it's the Moon card, that lets us know that for some reason, Virgos, you guys are not tapped into your intuition right now. You're misinterpreting the whole situation just because it's difficult or it's new. Instead of looking at it and viewing it as a challenge like you would if you were in your power as a Virgo, because you're always taking challenges and like, you know what, I'm gonna take this challenge and I'm gonna make this challenge my bitch, pretty much. But instead of that, because you're not connected to your intuition and your deepest inner self for some reason, maybe because it's so new to you, maybe you're throwing off your balance a little bit because, you know, it's new to you. You kind of lost your way a bit inside, like internally, and you're kind of in this space of fear and confusion and misinterpreting what's happening in your life. You're mistaking challenges for for failure, or like, you know, bad omens, when that's not the case. It's like you got to rise to the challenges. You got to build your armor in this new space. If you're going after a career or a passion, it's not always super easy, you know. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but you know, the more successful you are, the bigger problems come into your life. So if you don't build that muscle and that strength, how do you expect to get through it? The more successful you become. You're on your own here. You're on your own, Virgo. It's gonna be hard. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You stop playing. I feel a nervousness in my chest, Virgo. I feel like you are dealing with anxiety because maybe you're going off into life with, and this is probably brand new for you. I feel like a lot of you, this just kind of popped up like a little download. It just popped up to me that the reason you feel the way you feel is because you've gone and you're chasing your passion and your dreams, not only independently, but like extremely independently. You probably don't have a lot of support from your family. You probably don't have that many friends. You're probably not looking for a relationship. Like, basically, you're really on your own with this. Like, you're completely on your own. So that's why you feel probably have such dark moments about it, because you're probably feeling like, you know, what's wrong with me that I even have to do this by myself? I think that as soon as you really, what the fuck were those? That was so weird. Y'all, these tiny ass birds, not hummingbirds, but they were as small as hummingbirds. I guess they were like baby birds, but they looked like big ass beetles. I don't know what they were, but they just flew past in a group, a bit like a nice sized group. It was so weird, and it made me get butterflies. So what I was about to say, that just confirmed, is that you're gonna have support. Right now you are hating yourself, you're hating the situation or how it feels right off the bat because you don't have support and you don't really know how it's gonna turn out. But that's because if you just keep working and keep doing what you're doing, right, Spirit is letting you know that you're gonna attract support that you need. You're gonna attract soul family to you. That's why you're all alone on this journey. So don't beat yourself up wondering like, why is it that I'm by myself doing this? Like, I look around and so many people have people to work with and people to lean on and people to laugh with and celebrate with, but you are just getting started. So you just have to, like, that's why we saw 222. I'm sure of it. Is because Spirit wants you to know, open yourself up to receiving. You're on your own. You think Spirit is just gonna like leave you high and dry just to teach you a lesson? Like, no. Like, you have support, but you have to open yourself up to it or realize that it's coming to you. It's gravitating towards you. So I'm kind of feeling like that's what's going on here. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. This is a lot of mental energy going on. You're feeling emotional. You're in your mind about it. But you feel like there's no right choice. You know, there's a lot of confusion about what's going on in your life, and that's only because you're uncertain about where it will lead. But you have to have faith that it will lead to your highest good, because why else would you be led to do this? You just have to connect to yourself, master connecting to yourself, even when you're in a new space or an uncertain space. You have to be firm inside. You have to always have that home within yourself and that light within that's going to lead you forward, so you won't have all this confusion going on. You feel like all the choices that you have are just no right choices for you. You feel like you're choosing between one evil and another, but that's not the case. It's just that you're confused and you're misinterpreting what's going on. Maybe you want to do it all yourself. I just heard Spirit say that you want to do it all yourself, Virgo. You want to do it all yourself. No, there's group conflict. I just saw 12-12 with this 5 of Wands falling out. There's group conflict. That's why you're working on your own, because whoever you were working with before, or maybe this is going on now because this is present energy, the people that are coming into your life now to support you, or people to work with, or, you know, whatever that may look like for you, there's conflicts in your mind, or maybe there's actual conflicts. But you have to understand that when everyone's fighting with their wands on that classic card, if they just position themselves the right way and really take time to listen to one another, or just take a time to think about what's going on, they would realize that they have everything they need to make the perfect pinnacle, the perfect, you know, pinnacle that allows whatever they're trying to create to come into fruition. But right now there's conflicts and struggles with this 5 of Swords. I mean, this 5 of Wands. There's bickering, there's fighting, there's conflict, and that's unnecessary. Because if you really paid attention to what was going on and go within and connect to your intuition, you will understand that what is happening is for the highest good. And what is happening is Spirit is trying to bring people into your life to help you, but you're not trusting. Maybe you're just looking at all the bad involved with the situation instead of the good. Maybe you have trust issues, Virgo. Is that what's going on? I'm thinking maybe you have some trust issues. Yeah. This 3 of Swords came out. Wow, what the hell? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Right when I said trust issues, your heart is broken. Virgo, take it as it resonates. Someone's heart is broken. Maybe whoever they were working with before, the support system they had before, it hurt, it ruined you. It broke your heart. Maybe whoever you were working with before, maybe it was a relationship, family, friends, all of that. You know, maybe usually, like I always say, we're on this earth to learn, you know? We are learning and growing, not just solely we're supposed to figure out heaven on earth while we're here, but in the meantime, we learn, we go through shitty situations that build up an armor, build up a wisdom that allows us to go forward with better discernment. We are able to go into different situations and be able to discern what it is that we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do, and who we're supposed to do it with and who we're not supposed to do it with. Spirit is sending you people. This is fated with this Wheel of Fortune here. This is fated. Spirit is sending you people to work with. And also, if not to work with, just to support you, literally to be a friend to you, to give you something. Somebody is seeing you doing what you're doing and they want to help. You just have to allow them to. But this heartbreak that your family, a past relationship, past friends has caused in your life, whether they abandon you. I feel like a lot of Virgos go through abandonment issues. Maybe they abandon you. You know, and you are just looking at everybody like an enemy or like a suspect, like, you sus, I don't know, what you want from me, you know what I'm saying? But what is coming into your life right now is fated, Virgo. You're due for this. That's all the abundance that we've been talking about all these weeks in your readings, Virgo. This is what it's in the form of. Yeah. You are due for so much good. Yeah, you went through a lot of shitty stuff, but that was not your fault. That was the lessons that you needed to learn to be able to go off on your own. If you didn't go through any of that, if you started your passion or your business or your new job or a new city and you didn't go through any of that, imagine what you would possibly go through in that space. Ooh, right when you're building up your shit. You could go through a horrible breakup, horrible friendship, horrible something, and just knock all that shit down because you're unaware. But now you have this armor. The armor isn't to keep you from doing things. It's to give you discernment so that you can understand, because you're disconnected from your intuition, Virgo, because you're disconnected to that inner voice, that inner light, that spirit within yourself. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to take a nap. Spend some time grounding yourself. You're a Virgo. You have to ground yourself. When you're grounded, there should be no reason you feel this confused. There should be no reason you feel this conflicted and unhappy with the choices that are in front of you. All because of heartbreak that you went through. If you let that stop you, you're literally stopping your own blessings. All the good that you've done, think of all the good that you've done. Why wouldn't you be due for blessings right now? And I know it's hard to believe, let's be honest. There's something coming into completion, fate. Maybe all the karma or the lessons, maybe that has completed it to a certain extent, you know? And now you're in a space of creation and building and just loveliness. I feel that because all readings for Virgos have been like, accept this bounty. Accept the bounty. I know it feels weird if somebody's just coming into your life trying to help. I know it feels weird. You don't know who to accept help from. But that's where discernment comes in, right? Just think about that person's motive. If you're confused, maybe ask, like, why do you want to help me? I'm just curious. You know, but if somebody's trying to give you something, Virgo, or help you with something, just feel it out. You know how it looks in the past if somebody's trying to help you with something and be weird. You know what it felt like when the offering was off, like somebody's giving you something with strings attached. You know how that feels, Virgo. You're the magician. You know how that feels. You've got enough experience by now to know how it feels when somebody's playing you. You're going through changes for a reason. So use that discernment. Ground, connect to yourself, rest, replenish yourself, ground, so you can get focused and get back in a good space, not one of confusion and self-doubt. That'll destroy your confidence going off on your own. Why would you want to, no one wants to be alone and feel confused and not confident in themselves. It's very scary. I've been there. But anyway, next we got the Magician card falling out in reverse. And this is where it gets interesting. I'm already interested to know what the advice is going to say. Anyways, falling under this Five of Wands about conflicts, fighting, bickering. The Magician in reverse is about trickery, illusion, and being out of touch. So what that lets me know, quite honestly, Virgo, is that the fighting that you have going on, it's within yourself. It's literally within. You're literally battling your fears, your thoughts. You're battling yourself inside. And if you just take a moment to ground, you would realize, like, I have everything I need. And my fear could really be my motivation to keep going. I could really allow this fear to challenge me. Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius taught me that. Allow fear to challenge you. I didn't know, I decided that before I really knew much about astrology, but once I started learning about astrology as a teenager, like freshman year of high school, that's when I realized, like, okay, Aquarius, y'all the ones with that energy. I like it, you know? I just kind of noticed all the things that I liked in different signs, and, you know, that's something you guys may want to utilize. You know, Pisces too. You know, use your fear. You know, Pisces are just more wild and free. They're just like, fuck it, I don't know. You know, they be swimming in the ocean. So of course they're unafraid because there's just like this big ocean. They're used to the chaos. So nothing really scares them, you know? But for Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius, they're like, okay, a challenge. Instead of being afraid, I'm gonna like use that fear to like drive me to do this thing. I think you guys should adopt that energy from your sister sign Pisces, or from your friend, from your homie sign Aquarius. You're tricking yourself. You are causing the illusions. Fear is fucking strong. Like, let's take a moment to just think about how strong fear is. Fear is so strong, it could cause health problems, anxiety. It could do weird shit to your brain. So that fear is causing you to be out of touch. It's causing you to have illusions within yourself and in your own mind and in your own third eye, your own intuition. You're tricking yourself into thinking that you're not doing something right or that you're gonna fail. But that's not true, Virgo. You're literally fucking designed to succeed. You just have to be aware of yourself. You have to be grounded in your Virgo power. Take care of yourself. Virgos getting their power by giving themselves what they want, and that's luxury. A clean, comfy, smelling good ass bed, sheets, a nice shower, facial, some greenery, whether it's plants or going outside to take a beautiful walk, some good food. Connect to yourself. That's going to help you reconnect to your confidence. And then all the fear and confusion and cloudiness will just melt away because that's how you work, Virgo. You're fucking dope. What else, Great Spirit? Give us one more card for this row. One more. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty anxious and confusing, y'all energy. I don't like it. I've gone through that recently for like a few days, but like I took my own advice. I used that fear or that confusion to drive me to keep going forward because I know what it feels like too goddamn much in my past to be so overwhelmed by fear and emotion, or, you know, the unknown, to where I become like imprisoned and afraid and start self-sabotaging or just being completely stagnant and hiding. You'll almost like hide away. You got the World card here. So though you're like in this space of like tricking yourself and confusing yourself, you'll be on your way. And this is more future energy, by the way. So, you know, that whole heartbreak thing, that shit will come to a whole end with this Wheel of Fortune. It's fated. You know, the Wheel of Fortune means the ending of cycles, change. That's going to change. You're going to realize that shouldn't affect you in this new space. You know? It's like getting in a new relationship or going to a new job, and you keep like treating it as if it's the old thing. They're going to be like, look, what? This is not that. This is the new space. This is new. So, you know, you're going to, it's fated. And, you know, maybe you're going to realize that there's trickery and illusion, and being out of touch because you're out of touch with yourself. But the result of that is going to be fulfillment and harmony and completion. So maybe you'll realize that the conflict that you have is mostly within, and what, you know, as within, so without, as above, so below. So whatever's going on inside of you, if you have confusion and chaos inside of you, it's going to translate to outside of you. So of course you think everyone coming to your life or everything coming to your life is the lesser of two evils. You think it's evil, you think it's bad because you're confused inside of you and you're not liking what's going on inside of you. So you're not going to like what you see in the world. But fate in completing that cycle and realizing the trickery and illusion, because you're out of touch with your magic and yourself. When you realize that, you're going to come into fulfillment and harmony with yourself, therefore the world. You can't be harmonized with the world if you're not harmonized with yourself inside. And if you are, honey, that's fake, or it won't last long. It's the kind that is definitely fleeting. Yeah. So that's what I have. Let's get some advice. Keep this video under 30 minutes because I got things to do. Okay, give us one more, Great Spirit. One more for advice. What you got for us? I feel y'all too, because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've had dreams. I had a dream last night that was... Basically, I have a similar dream every time I'm like low-key doubting myself. Like, even though I'm pushing myself through the fear, I also try to do a balance of pushing myself, but also like making sure I'm grounding and connecting to my intuition, because the self-doubt will come alive in my dreams. And that's just what happens. Then I get this similar dream of what I think my life is gonna look like if I don't succeed. And it's super shitty. It's nothing that I ever want to go through for real, All right. So let me test this one. All right. That's in the reverse. So you got interesting advice here, right? We got the Queen of Pentacles. That lets us know, right, that Spirit is trying to remind you who you are and what your abilities are, Virgo. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You are the queen of getting that coin. You are the queen of being successful and getting that material abundance and success that you seek and that you want. You are the queen of that. That's who you are. That's what your sign is all about. Like, let's be honest. Like, everyone knows that you're that badass, succeeding ass bitch. Everybody wants a taste of that Virgo energy. Let's be real. But you're practical by nature, Find those creature comforts that allow you to connect to yourself and feel comfortable as you do your work. Financial security is available to you. It is in the books for you. It's fated for you. So there's no reason to doubt yourself. If ever you feel like, what I'm doing doesn't feel good enough, just keep doing it. And if you're doing it and it doesn't feel right, just take a break, connect to your intuition, but then go at it again. But if you give up, you're going to feel shitty about yourself because you gave up. You already know what that cycle is like. Let's be real, Virgo. You know what that cycle is like, to give up and then be feeling even worse because this and that is, y'all, these gnats. But anyways, yeah, you know what it's like. Like, if you give up, Virgo, you know damn well you're going to hate yourself even more. You're not, it's not going to feel perfect and like you win in every single moment in the journey to success. But you have to keep going. You have to keep being consistent. I think a Virgo issue that happens is like, if we not killing it right off the bat, we just feel like, or like maybe we killing it one moment and the next moment we're not. And like the moment we feel like we're not killing it is the moment we feel like we're failing. But in reality, it's because we're perfectionists. So even though it's not going perfectly, Virgo, all the time, don't give up. Because if you give up, you're going to feel worse. You're going to go hide. And we got the Hermit card in reverse here. So Spirit is definitely advising against that. Going to hide and stall and stop. Don't do that. You're literally gonna fall into old habits if you do that. You don't want to do that. You've worked so hard to get to a better level. You freed yourself from trickery. You freed yourself from devil energy, trickery, feeling imprisoned and stuck and just like fake and deceiving yourself and manipulating, like a manipulative energy. If you're not doing it to yourself, you freed yourself from others doing it to you. You freed yourself from both. You freed yourself from shitty people, conflicting situation, conflicts, mess, material, like stuff that just don't have no depth. Like, you freed yourself from the trickery of the mind and the fears. Spirit says keep doing that. Keep freeing yourself. Realize how far you've come. Don't stall. Don't go running hide like the Hermit in reverse. Don't do that. Don't go hide and stall when you're not being perfect. Like, come on now. Just because you're perfect, you want to quit and run and hide? That's a cop-out. You know better than that, because you've been through enough by now to know that that's just going to put you in a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. When you could just keep going and say, even though this isn't going hella perfect or how I think it's going right now, at least I'm keep going. At least I'm going. That's all I got for you, Virgos. I love y'all. I know y'all gonna be good, because the outcome is the world. You have the world at your fingertips. And like I said, I just know this is 2020, and I know that so many of you Virgos have been through enough by now to say, I am not going back. I ain't going. I got this far. I'm not going back. Even if you take a few days, a few weeks, you know, whatever, to be in a funk because you ain't perfect, you gonna get it together, because you realize by now that it's not gonna be perfect all the time, as long as you keep going. You know, if y'all need some advice from some of y'all favorite Virgos, she used to be one of my favorite Virgos, kind of still is, you know, whatever. I'm growing out of idolizing her. But Beyonce lost. She said she lost like 40-something times before she actually won. She lost her first competition. She didn't quit. If she would quit and went hid in her damn room, she would have never been Beyonce. She'd be Latavia or some shit. I'm kidding. Latavia didn't quit. I don't know if Latavia quit. I don't know if she got put out the group. I don't know. All I know is if she would have went and hid in her room, she would have never made it. She would have never been shit. She kept going even when she failed. That's how she became so well at what she does. So that's what I have for you, Virgos. I love you guys so much. Like, we are in this together. Do not quit. I ain't playing with you. Don't quit, okay? Don't quit. I will come through that screen on you, Virgo. If anybody needs any personal readings, I am available for that. Hit up my Instagram DM. Hit up my my email. I love y'all so much. We can book a personal read, and I will help you through it. Or if you just need some life counseling, I'll have more concrete information on what all I offer soon. So, yeah, I love you guys. Hang in there. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.